this man discovered a hidden map in an underground labyrinth. He thought he was about to strike it rich, but what he didn't know was that he had encountered a monster. Before he could react, the monster swallowed him whole. Fortunately, he had some luck. While the monster was using the restroom, it accidentally spat him out. However, Jack was in for an unpleasant surprise. Although he was still alive, his flesh had already been digested. Now, he was nothing but a skeleton. Though Jack's brain had also been digested, he was fortunate enough to retain his memory. He remembered everything, including the fact that he had originally been a simple copper-level adventurer. His low level had kept him from being assigned quests, so Jack had come to the already explored Shuewa Labyrinth, a place where most of the valuable resources had already been gathered by other adventurers. It was a place with little to offer, and only adventurers like Jack, unable to find work elsewhere, would come here to try their luck. After walking for a while, Jack discovered a hidden passage. Excited, he believed he had finally found his fortune. Normally, when adventurers discovered a hidden passage, they would report it to the guild. This not only ensured safety but also earned rewards. But Jack wasn't like everyone else. He ventured in alone. Soon, Jack reached the end of the passage, where he encountered a fully leveled giant dragon. The dragon, having not eaten in a long time, wasn't going to spare Jack. It immediately devoured him. However, when the dragon later used the restroom, Jack was spit out and turned into a skeleton soldier. Though Jack still had his memories, he had lost all of his former strength. He decided to head back to the town, but quickly realized that, as a skeleton, he would likely be purified by the priests if anyone saw him. Jack picked up a dropped weapon and wandered around the labyrinth, but after walking for half a day, he still didn't encounter any adventurers. Jack figured everyone had moved on to the more profitable Xinu labyrinth, and that adventurers like him would eventually show up there, so he could explain what had happened. Jack soon realized, however, that as a skeleton, he couldn't speak like he used to. Just then, another skeleton soldier appeared in front of him. Jack tried to fight it, but he only had bones now, and his strength and speed had significantly diminished. Jack raised his weapon but collapsed. He thought he was surely going to be killed, but unexpectedly, the skeleton soldier was even weaker than him. As it tried to run, its legs fell apart. Jack was stunned. He didn't expect to find someone even weaker than himself. Jack decided to try using his old abilities. To his surprise, he was able to activate them. The energy was based on life force, and his body began to glow. Jack realized that, though he was a skeleton soldier now, his power was different from that of the other skeleton soldiers. By using the energy to enhance his physical capabilities, he could increase his attack power. When the skeleton soldier died, it emitted light, which transformed into glowing particles that entered Jack's body. His stamina was restored. Jack then recalled something his friend had once told him. Monsters had a special property. They could evolve into higher forms by accumulating time and experience. At the time, Jack hadn't understood, but now it made sense. For example, skeleton soldiers could evolve into ghouls, a process known as existence evolution. Jack now had hope. If he could evolve into a ghoul, he could hide his appearance with a robe and mask and return to town. With this goal in mind, Jack began to focus on leveling up. After killing 5 skeleton soldiers, his strength improved significantly. Jack was now ready to challenge stronger monsters. Soon, he found an Mo Wang, a weak monster like a skeleton soldier but with an irregular form that made it difficult to harm with physical attacks. Defeating it with magic was easy, but Jack couldn't use magic. So, Jack decided to defeat it using physical attacks. There were 2 ways to defeat it: destroy its core or cut it into pieces so it couldn't regenerate. Jack chose the easiest method. After dodging the Mo Wang's attacks, he struck its core with a single blow. Without its core, the Mo Wang instantly turned into a puddle of liquid. After recovering the Mo Wang's magic stone, Jack also collected its slime, as it could make the skin smoother. High-quality slime could even be sold to women as cosmetics.